Hey y'all, this is HillbillyROandD and I'm HillbillyRO and welcome to our channel. If you haven't like our page and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. Today we are going to make Swedish meatballs. So let's get to it. So what we're going to need is 2 pounds of ground chicken, 2 tablespoons of parsley, a half a teaspoon of allspice, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and I did 1/8 of a teaspoon of rosemary. I did 3 tablespoons of hemp seed, 3 tablespoons of chia seed, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then a half teaspoon of pepper. So this is going to be our dry ingredients. I did forget to grab the breadcrumbs, so let me do that. It says a half of a cup of panko breadcrumbs. This is 1/4. I did it twice. Half a cup of onion. And I did 3 eggs. Just beat them up, make sure they're good. It's almost like making a meatloaf. But I wouldn't add rosemary in my meatloaf. So I'm cleaning as I go, y'all. Y'all know how I am. So we're going to get our hands in here and mix this up. Now, I did add the chia seeds. You don't have to add those. I added hemp seed. You don't have to add those. I add those because those are high in nutritional value and very good for gut health and heart health. So I always add that in my mixture of whatever I'm making. So we're just going to get in here, mix this up. I took my ground chicken out of the freezer yesterday. What was in my fridge, and y'all, it was still frozen. So as I'm going in here, I'm warming it up to get it cleaned up. But if y'all don't know about chia seed or hemp seed, my blood levels were off the chart, and I introduced new stuff into my diet, which was chia, hemp, flax. Added an extra multivitamin, and you know, it came out, my blood work is better now than it was when I was 21. So to me, that's a good acknowledgement that I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going to finish mixing this up, mixture, and I just have a little baller to pull out, because I want my meatballs about the same size. That way they cook at the same temperature. It's not missed or, you know, hunting and pecking. It's kind of weird because these are the same ones I use for my cookies. But they turn out good. Yesterday I made scalloped potatoes and I put chicken in it. Because I was feeling lazy. I was like, I ain't doing nothing. So we had scalloped potatoes, chicken in it, and a side of green beans. Let's see if I can get more on this plate. Because I don't want to have to get out another pan if I don't have to. Now this does not add for oil, but it does add for butter. And you will need 10 tablespoons of butter. And I have that back there in a pan all ready to go. I know this is tedious, y'all. Y'all probably fast forward through this part. I wouldn't blame you. $37. So I'm going to get this over here and we'll get ready to cook these over yonder. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I put these in the oven because I had to use 2 pans because I had 37. I put them on 45 minutes or 450 degrees for 15 minutes. So I'm going to pull these on my pan, put them in my crock pot. So I'm going to put these in my crock pot. I got my crock pot set on high. So we're just going to pull them out one at a time if we can. But those little bits that are on the bottom are going to give you flavor. So leave those on there because with chicken you don't get a lot of oil. So I'm going to pick up this pan. And let me find my spat. I'm just going to go through here and, ow, it's hot. It's hot because I put my instruments on the back of the stove because that's where it's easier for me to grab there than it is to go over there and grab in a drawer. Now, I'll put a little bit of oil in this. And I'm going to put my butter in here. This is 10 tablespoons of butter or one stick and 2 tablespoons. Okay. And Miss Sophia just decided she's going to get right in my way and sit there. She always been Mama's way. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to dump it in here. I will clean my pan out real good. And we're going to get this cooking. Don't forget to turn your pan on. So we're going to get this butter in here and we're going to scrape it up with a spatula to make sure we get all that stuff off the bottom of the pan. If you're new to our channel, give us a like and a share, please. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, I got one brain cell, y'all, on life support, and she's not working today. So we got all that heating up. And you're going to add to that, you're going to add 6 tablespoons of flour. Now the reason why you do this is you want to cook your flour. You do not want to eat raw flour, y'all. It does not taste good. If you don't believe me, go get your flour bin and take a lick. And we're just going to cook this for a couple minutes. And what this does is it does take the taste out of the flour. And it's going to get more of a soft texture, smooth and even. But as you can hear, that's also gonna drive me nuts because I can't stand to stand here and listen to that. Nope. Ow, that's hot. I guess I gotta listen to that because I don't know where my other thermometer is. And I'm sure not gonna pull off the floor and use it. Now, don't be scared if it's chunky. It's going to melt in. So we want to add some chicken stock, and we want 4 cups. Now we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce. 4 tablespoons. We're going to throw it all in there. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And we're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. And this is why I didn't use my smaller skillet. And then I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of mustard powder and pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And you're going to want to sit here and you're going to want to mix this until it thickens up some. And yes, I got that spoon going on. If I could only find my other thing. So I got this what do you call this? Whisk out. So I'm just going to keep on going around, making sure I have no clumps. Because you don't want big clumps in there. You don't want clumpy flour. You don't want clumpy anything. You want this to mix up until it's like a gravy. This in Italian ways they would call gravy. And hillbilly ways we would also call it a gravy. But I guess the Swedish calls this a meat sauce. I don't know. I still call it gravy. Because this is how I make my milk gravy, I ain't gonna lie. Well, minus the chicken stock. And usually I'd use my own chicken broth, but this time I didn't. Because I can't get down to the basement. Because I fall too much. And Mr. D wasn't home to go get me some. And I didn't think about this until the last minute. So that's why it looks like this. But you're just going to keep on mixing her. When she starts to thicken, y'all, she going to thicken like, and it ain't going to take no time at all. So y'all stay over her and y'all keep stirring. And as y'all can see, she is starting to thicken up. This has been about 5 minutes. It does not take this long to get thick. Now, I did add 2 teaspoons of chicken broth or chicken bouillon to this, but as you can see, she's getting thick quick. So once she gets thick enough, I'm going to take her off here. I'm going to pour her in my ready prepared crock pot. That way she can finish her job with the meat. But you can see she's starting it. When it starts to show you that, that's what you want to see. You want to see them waves come through. But you want to make sure you go around the side and around the center. Because this does have heavy cream in it. Or whipping cream is what I use. Because I get it at the Amish store. And it was called heavy whipping cream. Now when I took that cap off that bottle, y'all, that thing had about that much cream on it. And I had to shake that thing, shake it, roll and roll it. It was crazy. I thought, oh my goodness. But that would have been the perfect part to make butter with. Or cheese. Because that cream on the top is what you really want. But we're going to keep on doing this until she is completely finished. And then we'll be back when we're pouring it over the crock pot. So I have my crock pot on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my meatball sauce and I'm just going to dump it in there. So we're going to take this and we're just going to take a spatula and wipe it out. You want all of that goodness to go in there. That's a lot of hard work, y'all. So next we're going to take a spoon. We're going to get rid of that. And I just want to make sure this is blended all through all of the meatballs. That's all I'm doing. Making sure everything is covered. Every little ounce of those meatballs are going good. I'm going to put that up. Going to grab a spoon. And that's where our spoon goes. So I'm going to take some pepper and I'm going to crack it over top of it. This does not have to cook no more. So we're just going to place the lid on it. Because we will not eat until about 3 hours. I do lock my lid. We're going to make sure that is set on keep warm. And there you go. We have Swedish meatballs. So, hey y'all, we're back. We're back. No, I didn't get a picture yet. So we have Swedish meatballs, some quinoa, and some broccoli. So that's our supper tonight. We don't eat a lot because we're not big eaters like many. So I'm gonna let Mr. D taste it.
Yeah, Swedish meatballs. I think this is maybe the first time we've made this, or I mean, at least that I can remember it's been.
With chicken, yeah.
Yeah. I love it. It's good.
You love it?
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat a lot. I look like I do, but I don't.
Yeah, broccoli, quinoa, meatballs, good.
Well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetic friendly. So if y'all want to try this recipe, I'll post it below. It's a lot of stuff in it. A lot of nutritional stuff. Chia seeds, hemp seed, you know, with chicken. I made it with chicken, not beef and pork. But we want to thank you all for being here. And if you've yet liked and subscribed to our page, we appreciate it if you do. And what's y'all's favorite meal go to in the cold winter coming up? Mine's chili. What's yours?
Cold winter meal. I mean,
Yours
chili.
would probably be chicken pot pie.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
But as y'all know, this is how we close out our video. So y'all have a great day. God bless. Remember, always say your prayers. Pray for your enemies. Pray for one another. And be humble. People are losing their homes and their jobs every second. Be thankful for what you got. It can always get worse. And on that note, Mr. D,
We'll catch you in the next one.
always put God first. Bye, y'all.